Shalom, family. Let's open our minds and our hearts to the Word.
Today, we're going to a place in the Scriptures that is heavy, a place that has troubled many and tested the understanding of even the most devout. We are going to the trial of our father Abraham. We start with the question that echoes through the ages, the hook that grabs your spirit and demands an answer. Why? Why would the Most High, Yahawah, ask a righteous man to kill his only son? What kind of test is that? Think about it. This isn't just a difficult command. It feels cruel. It feels like a contradiction of everything we know about the Most High. It's a command that seems to come from the deepest darkness, not the holy light. Let's read the Word. Genesis chapter 22, verses 1 and 2. And it came to pass after these things, that the Most High tested Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. Let's break down the sheer cultural and emotional weight of this. First, who is this son? It's Isaac, Yitzchak. This is not just any child. This is the promised seed, the miracle child. Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90 when he was born. They had waited their entire lives for this boy. He was the physical manifestation of Yahawah's covenant. Isaac represented the future, the promise, the very continuation of the holy lineage that would become the nation of Israel. And Yahawah says, Take him, thine only son, whom thou lovest. The Most High himself acknowledges the depth of Abraham's love, making the command even more extreme, more piercing to the soul. He is being asked to take the promise, the miracle, the future, and extinguish it on an altar. So we return to the question, why? The first thing we must understand is what this test was not. This was not about bloodlust. The Most High takes no pleasure in human sacrifice. That is the way of the heathen, the way of Moloch and the false gods. The Most High is the creator of life, not a deity that craves its destruction. So, if it's not about blood, what is it about? It's about trust. It is the ultimate test of faith and obedience. It's a question of spiritual allegiance. Yahawah was asking Abraham, in the most profound way possible, do you love the gift more than the giver? Do you trust my promise more than your own sight? Do you trust my character even when my command seems to contradict it? This test wasn't for Yahawah to discover something about Abraham. The Most High is all-knowing. He already knew what was in Abraham's heart. The test was for Abraham himself and for all generations to come. It was to forge and reveal a faith so pure, so absolute, that it could serve as the bedrock for an entire nation. It was a demonstration that the father of our nation was willing to surrender everything, even the promise itself, back to the one who gave it. And this incredible, almost unthinkable trial of our father Abraham, it begins a spiritual pattern. It sets the stage for the trials of his descendants. This is the introduction to the story of our people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Just as our father was tested on that mountain, so too would his children be tested. We would be tested in the furnace of Egypt, tested in the hunger and thirst of the wilderness, tested by the giants in the land, tested by exile in Babylon and persecution among the nations. Every generation of Israel has its own Mount Moriah, a moment where everything seems lost, where the command of the Most High seems impossible, and where we are forced to decide if we trust our own understanding or if we trust Yahawah. The test of Abraham was not an isolated, cruel event. It was the foundational lesson in trust, proving that the father of our nation had a faith so strong it could withstand the impossible. It's a faith built not on understanding, but on obedience, not on sight, but on trust in the giver of all things. If you like this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. See you soon in the next segment.